So last Wednesday, a buddy of mine flew into Atlanta and we drove up to Asheville, North Carolina, which is about a 3 hour drive northeast from where I live. And it was a beautiful road trip, perfect summer's day. And Asheville is right in the middle of, I believe they're called the Blue Ridge Mountains in North Carolina. Fucking goddamn beautiful. It's like a German village style. This like very small town. I think there's only like 90,000 people that live there. That's embedded within the mountains, like a German village or something. So beautiful spot. And we were in Asheville to see Queens of the Stone Age on their current tour. Um, so it was a great day. Only problem was I had this fucking earache. I had a sinus infection like the week prior to that, and it kind of sometimes leads to like an ear infection for me. So that kind of sucked. And as I was going to the gig, I was like, yeah, my left ear is pretty fucking much blocked and pretty inflamed, which was kind of fitting. Queens of the Stone Age, favorite album, Songs for the Deaf. I was like, here we go. I'm at least half deaf, so this is on brand. But the little party favors that I brought up for the show with these THC slash CBD gummies. So I thought, fuck it. I'm not going to slow down because it's just a dumb earache. I can still hear out the other ear. And so I popped one of these gummies uh, before the show when the opener was on. And miraculously, I believe it was the CBD, helped the inflammation. My ear went right down and kind of fixed itself. So that was good. But yeah, of course, the edible was in my system and it was only a little 10 milligram. I'd had this other little 10 milligram weed drink. Dispensaries over here in Georgia are so confusing. I didn't think it was legal, but then around the corner, there's one where I can get fucking everything, including weed, man. So, anyway, that's good news. So, had all this percolating in my tum tum, and then Queens come on. No one knows. First song, boom, in your face. And yeah, so the concert's happening. I'm completely in my head. I'm loving the music, but I think a part of the thrill of going to a show when you're stoned is just kind of getting lost in thought and completely overanalyzing the situation around you and the people around you. So I saw this couple in front of me once the Queens were like 3 or 4 songs in, where all right, so it was a couple and the dude was just like a regular mid 20 something dude. And the person that he was with, his partner, was a female to male trans person. Looked looked pretty obvious. Uh some trans people you can't even tell, and perhaps I wouldn't even fucking notice a million that I walk past that have transitioned. But this person, I was like, oh, okay, you clearly used to be a woman, and I'm assuming. Anyway, I don't fucking know this person's business, but anyway, noticed them. Didn't think really anything of it. But then the Queens of the Stone Age launched into a kind of a more upbeat number, and it was very interesting observing the body language between this couple because the non-trans person was like trying to put his arm around, let's call him Derek, the non-trans person. So Derek was like at the show with his partner, his boyfriend, and Steve, the female to trans person. Steve was trying to be like going to the show with a bro. Like Steve wanted to kind of be like, I'm one of the boys. Like I'm dressed a bit like Elliot Page, baseball cap on, and they were just very similar actually. Black t-shirt, baseball cap, sunglasses. and they were just like bumping into it. Steve was trying to bump into Derek. Derek would go along with it for a little bit. Then he'd do the boyfriend like arm around the shoulders, leaning on your back type of move, where it's like we're snuggling up at a show. So anyway, and so my stone fucking mind started extrapolating like, what is fucking going on here? Like, am I imagining this? And I guess I kind of landed on that maybe the Derek guy is just a fucking hornbag and will fuck anything that moves. We've all met people like that, right? People that just love getting fucking laid and will chase it down the weird, twisted, dark alleys just to get off. And yeah, they like it more than the rest of us. I think there's a healthy sex drive. And I think the ultimate sex drive you want is to be slightly above the average. Seems to be good for a variety of different reasons. But then there's some people who take it too far. And I just could sense that this person, and I'm never wrong about this type of shit. I could just feel like Derek was a fucking a total hornbag. And he was like, yeah, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if Steve's got a dick or a pussy or a, like whatever fucking cap he wants to wear or what dress she wants to put on. I don't give a shit. I'm here to get laid. I don't even like this music. Like, that was the vibe that he was giving off. I was just picturing like the family get together. Asheville seems to be kind of like a little hippie kind of town. I guess it is still North Carolina though, so not couldn't be that outrageously weird. But yeah, like Derek bringing Steve round for the family get together, and this is the first time like he's brought round a dude, or at least someone who identifies as a dude, and the kind of groovy progressive uncle who used to fucking shelve pingers at fish shows in the 80s would be like, hey, Derek, Steve's really cool, man. I didn't know you were gay. and Derek would be like, I ain't gay. Steve's got a pussy, motherfucker. Pass the garlic bread, Unc. I sounded a bit like Will Ferrell in fucking the Kenny Powers show. My plums. Yeah. But anyway, it was interesting observing that at the show. Great show. Definitely did spend half the time enjoying the moment and kind of getting to hear all these songs that I've loved down the years live. But I was also, the other half of the time, I was just wondering what the true nature of the relationship between Derek and Steve was really all about, and whether Derek was just a fucking fully blown nympho. All right, catch you on the next one.